Hello, my fellow Star Wars fan. I'm your host, Dingus, and today I'll be talking about whether or not Rose will die in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. And before I get into that, if you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any of my future Star Wars and Disney videos every day at 7 p.m. Eastern. And if you enjoy, smash that like button down below. Let's see if we can get to 5 likes for this video. Okay, so far with all the footage that we've seen for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, if I'm not mistaken, we haven't seen Rose Tico once. Maybe I missed her in the background of a shot, but I believe we haven't even seen her at all. Now, we've seen Kelly Marie Tran at places like Star Wars Celebration and D23 for Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. So we know that she is in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. We know that Rose Tico is definitely in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. But how big is her role? Because there are only 2 reasons why a character isn't in the trailers. Either 1, they have a major role to play, and that role is a major spoiler, so they don't want to show it off in a trailer. Or 2, the character dies early on. And I can see it being both these scenarios, but I think it's her dying. J.J. Abrams was not the person that came up with the character of Rose Tico. So I feel like J.J. Abrams ran into a similar situation that Rian Johnson did with Finn in Star Wars The Last Jedi. Finn is not Rian Johnson's character. None of these characters were. But in my personal opinion, Finn wasn't that great of a character in Force Awakens. And it seemed like Rian Johnson didn't really know what to do with Finn because the main story is about Rey and Kylo Ren. That makes a lot of sense. But there's also these side characters that he has to use, like Finn. So he doesn't know how to use them, so what he did is he created this plot with Finn, and he created Rose, and created this plot, which is, in my opinion, a very useless plot, but it's just something for Finn to do throughout the movie since the main focus should be, and was, and correctly was, on Rey and Kylo Ren. And I feel like JJ has run into the similar situation with Rose here. I feel like Rose isn't the character that we need to focus on. There isn't really a lot to tell with her character, so there's no point in using her character that much. Now, what I see JJ doing is I see him maybe saying in the beginning or showing in the beginning of the movie, time has passed between The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker, so I feel like that Rose and Finn will have gotten together in between The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. And what I think is going to happen is that in the beginning of The Rise of Skywalker, something's going to happen to Rose, and she will die, which will cause Finn and other people in the Resistance to really want to go after the First Order and really end it all. Maybe it's Kylo Ren that kills her, maybe it's General Hux that kills her, I don't know, but I do feel like Rose will have a death in the beginning of the movie that helps motivate other characters, maybe not Rey, but other characters in the Resistance, like Finn, to go and do something and find Lando and find people to help bring an end once and for all to the First Order. Because I just don't see her having much use. I don't see J.J. Abrams really using her in a big pivotal role that would have her to be hidden in these trailers. I just don't see that happening because it's not his character, and her story is really done after The Last Jedi. There really isn't anything else that they can do with Rose. And I think the main reason is just that she's not his character, right? J.J. Abrams created the characters of Rey and Kylo Ren and Finn and Poe, but Rose isn't a character that J.J. created. It's not one of his original characters, so one, it's not as easy for him to write something for the character, but also his, main focus for this final movie and for his movie is to use the characters that he created in a useful way. And I feel like there is no useful way to use Rose other than that motivation from the start as a death to help motivate Finn and the Resistance to end this fight against the First Order. And that's the only logical scenario, in my opinion, for Rose not to be in any of these trailers. Like I said, there's only 2 options for this. There's really only 2 reasons why a character is hidden in a trailer. Either because they play some pivotal role in the movie that you can't spoil, or they die. And that could be the same thing, right? If I'm right about this, Rose's death is a pivotal role to motivate Finn and other people in the Resistance to help fight the First Order. Those are both the same thing. But if a character dies early on, obviously they're not in any of the rest of the movie, so there's very little footage of them that is used in the trailers because there's just not enough footage of them in the movies to be used. So let me know in the comments, guys. Do you think I'm right about this? Do you think Rose Tico is going to end up dying in Star Wars Rise of Skywalker? Or do you think I'm wrong, and do you think there's another reason why she hasn't been in a trailer yet? Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any of my future Star Wars and Disney videos every day at 7 p.m. Eastern. Smash that like button if you enjoy this. See if we can get to 5 likes for this video. Merch link in the description down below. Click right here for my most recent upload, and click right here for my Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker playlist. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time.